Hello, everybody. Give me a two in the chat if you can hear me. Again, give me a two in the chat if you can hear me. I want to have a kickback, little quick question and answer live because I want to prep for our serious in-depth live on Intelligent Effluvium tonight. All right. That is what we are preparing for. But first, I just wanted to give you guys like a little background, right? A little background on me. But again, give me a two in the chat if you can hear me as I am giving people a chance to roll on up in here. You know what I mean? I know that this is a very, very spur of the moment type of life, right? And I want to make sure that everybody is able to get in here. So I'm not repeating myself over and over again. It is 8 a.m. here in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is where I am at. So let me know where you are listening to me at. What city and state are you in? It's good to know all of you can hear me. It's so good to know that. So, I hope that you guys have been noticing the amount of content that I've been putting out for you guys. And I want to have a transparent moment this morning. So, if I have this transparent moment with you this morning, then when you see and feel and take in the energy that I'm going to be putting out tonight at 6, you know exactly where it is coming from, right? So, give me a five in the chat if you are new here to my channel. Oh, okay. We have Florida in the hills. Okay, Georgia. All right, Missouri. Oh, yes, New York. Okay, we in here. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, then you don't know this about me, but I went to cosmetology school. I don't want to say right out of high school because I went to college in Tallahassee, Florida, and was like, girl, nobody want to do this. And so came back to Vegas and went to cosmetology school. But I am from Detroit, Michigan. Moved to Vegas when I was 16. Been here ever since. Was going back and forth because I hated it here, but ended up settling in Las Vegas. Now, being from Detroit and being in Las Vegas, Nevada, ended up taking my business like over the top because let's be honest, the way that women who are from Vegas or the majority of women in Vegas, the way they did hair was like, lickety splat when it compared to the D. And I have been doing hair forever. Like I used to get in trouble for having hair in my mama's kitchen. She made me do hair in the basement. So it's been a forever thing, right? And eventually I went to cosmetology school, got my license, all of that stuff, right? But in the midst of everything, right? Oh, shut down in hell. Yeah. So, in the midst of doing that, right, I am the type of person, and I know that it's from the type of place that I'm from because I have the type of mentality like, if you don't go hunt, you're not gonna eat. Like, I didn't have the type of mentality that, like, I'm gonna just sit and wait for something to come. So, I would sit there and like just create different techniques. I would see what the majority of people are doing, and I would look for that one thing that nobody else is doing, and that's what I would capitalize on. I have never wanted to be somebody that followed the crowd. I didn't get to where I am by following the crowd. I got to where I am by looking at the crowd, looking at that one thing that the crowd isn't paying attention to, and doing that thing. That's how my mind has always been. That is how my mind has always worked. And I'm not saying that it is a good or bad thing. I'm just explaining the type of person that I am. So At this point, I had already decided, like, okay, the majority of cosmetologists go down the route of going to Brownell's Brothers and all of this stuff. And so at first, I was like, okay, that's what I want to do until I saw the majority doing it. So again, anytime I see the majority of somebody, of a group of people doing something, hey, Bill. Hey, Bill, Ohio, but you're from California, okay? Whenever I see the majority of a group of people doing something, I do the exact opposite. And again, I'm not saying that that is a good or bad thing. That is just the way that I am. Give me a 5 if you like at least understand where I'm coming from. You don't have to agree. Give me a 5 if you at least understand where I'm coming from, right? So when I was in cosmetology school, they tried to group the Black girls and the Hispanic girls and all of the other like races into different categories. And when I say that, I don't mean it like in a racist way. I mean in a way like, okay, if the Mexican clients come in, we're gonna give them to, I'm sorry, if the Hispanic clients come in, we're gonna give them to our Hispanic students. The Hawaiian clients come in, we're giving them to our Hawaiian clients. The Black clients come in, we're giving them to our Black students. I'm sorry for this, you know what I'm trying to say. And when I was in cosmetology school, I had to literally go to the office and say, I am not in cosmetology school to do Black hair. I already know how to do that. I'm from the D. I can do hair better than most of the teachers here. I'm not here to learn how to do Black hair. I am here to learn the science of hair. Teach it to me. Or we don't have a problem. We can like I do a BS. I had a BS in school. Yes, I did. So they were like, okay, fine. And all they did was they just made sure that they barely even gave me Black clients. So I was doing everything but Black hair in cosmetology school. Right? I was doing everything but Black hair in cosmetology school because I already knew how to do it. And cosmetology school was not freaking cheap. Why would I pay all of this money to go to cosmetology school just to sit here and do the same exact thing that everybody else is doing? Like that makes absolutely no sense. I'm live, y'all, but my mama getting something out the garage or something. It's okay. What's wrong? Or no, it's my daughter. What's wrong, baby?
I just want to ask if you knew where the pink glasses are,
The
because
pink glasses. Go look. They can't see me. Go look on my desk. You gonna have to look on my desk and on my dresser. It's messy over there. You look so cute. I completely forgot what I was saying. Somebody remind me. My baby just completely threw me off. Anyway, um, yeah, somebody remind me. Yeah, Minnie Cyn confusing me. She is so cute too. It just completely threw me off. I was like, oh, look at you, look at like you, look at that's a little cute self. Anyway, um, my kids are homeschooled, but the homeschooling the school that they go to, they do go in certain days of the week, like on Tuesdays and Fridays, they go into class and stuff like that and meet with they other classmates. It's so many freaking kids in that class. It's literally the same amount of kids as in regular school. I'm teaching my kids. I don't got time for my daughter coming home talk about she a pony and I gotta call her pony. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. That's why you a moderator out here in these streets. Okay. You didn't go to hair school to learn. Just okay, thank you. So that is when I decided no, that is when my mindset shifted, and I was like, okay, now that I can get them to listen to me, then I became the teacher's pet. I was like going and becoming like really close with all of my instructors. Like, can you show me this? Can you show me this? And they're like, damn, okay. Like, I didn't even know that you wanted to know that. Like, I still have a plaque from cosmetology school for one of my instructors. She called me to the back and And her name is Miss Timber. She was like a punk rock white chick, like tatted up. Okay. Oh, I love Miss Timber. And she called me to the back and she used to always call me dude. She used to be like, dude, come here, dude. And so I remember, like, I went in the back. I'm getting teary eyed right now. I remember going to the back, and she was like, "Dude, you're gonna be great. Like, you're gonna be amazing." She was like, "You're gonna like break barriers that don't let nobody stop you, dude. Don't let nobody stop you, dude." And she like gave me like a little punch, like, "Oh, the dopest lady ever." And then she handed me this Marinella plaque. That's the school I went to. Yeah. That's how you know this cosmetology school you go to means absolutely nothing. Miranello's closed now. But anyway, handed me the plaque and was like, you're gonna be dope, bro. Like, don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. And she was like, focus on the silence. And this is when I was 19. She was like, no matter what wind blows, no matter what they say, no matter how hard they come up against you, don't fold. Do not fold and focus on the science. She was like, because at a place in your career, you're gonna a whole lot of pushback, and it's gonna be by the people that you're trying to help. This is a white chick, and at the time I was like 19, and she had to be like in her mid early 50s, either her late 40s or her early 50s. And like, I remember I got emotional. She held my face and was like, don't fold no matter what. She was like, I folded and now I'm here. She was like, I'm an instructor. Now I'm here. She was like, I could have been so much greater, but I folded. Mind you, this is a white woman. So this is not coming from, oh, she folded in the hair industry because of black people. No, 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 no. This is a human race. So, hey, Bill. So at that point, I said, okay, like, and the type of person I am, once I have a plan in my head, it never leaves until the job is done. Like, so since that day, when I was what, how old was I at that point? Maybe, like I said, like 19. That day at 19, I decided that I was focusing on the science. It didn't matter what product came in the market. Mind you, YouTube wasn't even a thing then. YouTube wasn't even a thing. So it didn't matter what product came to the market. It didn't matter what happened. I would stick to the science and I would not fold. This is when I was 19. Mind you, I'm from Detroit, so I come from a place. Don't get me wrong, there's some shifty ass people in the D. Well, a lot of the shifty people I know in the D in my goddamn family. But the people who not shifty, like whatever, if I don't have my word, I don't have nothing. So I even keep my word to myself. So since 19, I've decided no matter what comes up against me, I'm not gonna fold. And I knew that for me to be able to stand on my word, I had to make sure that my word was valid. I had to make sure that no matter what magnifying glass somebody put up to my word, they wouldn't find a slit. They wouldn't find a cut. They wouldn't find a way in. If you ever saw 8 Mile, give me a two real quick in the chat. And I know y'all about to be like, really seeing 8 Mile? Listen, 8 Mile was a movie about the white side of the D. It was like, oh, it was like, hell yeah. And there's one part of that movie that I saw as a child and it has stuck in my head. And y'all must be like, really? You make that the foundation of your life? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So remember the part in 8 Mile, right? Where uh he after he had ended up like they ended up doing all the stuff to it, like they cheated, his girl cheated on him with one of them, they jumped him, all of this stuff happened. And so then he had to go to like this big battle in front of everybody. And he knew that they had all of this dirt on him. He knew all of the stuff that had happened. And instead of him giving up, right? Instead of him giving up, he said, okay, I'm gonna come at it like this. I'm gonna come at it like this. I'm gonna lay out everything that has ever happened to me. Anything that could be anything that could be a weapon used against me, I'm gonna put out there and I'm gonna lay it out. So that way, when I am doing my job, when I'm doing my work, there's no way that how can you come from a person who put all of their shit on Front Street? How? And in the movie, he put everything on Front Street. And so when the person he was facing in a freestyle battle, when he was ready to like drop everything that he had, everything that he was going to use against him, every weapon he was going to use against him, he had already laid out on the table. So he ended it with like, but now that we got all that out the way, bitch, I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook, that's a private school. And there was nothing anybody can say. That's what I've been on. So I know it looks like, oh, Cyn must have folded, or oh, Cyn's hurting. She's not making hair content. No, I have had a plan since day one. Y'all think I took all of those videos and made all of those videos private? Y'all think I deleted for good over 1,500 videos? You thought I deleted that? Oh no. But see, Team Natural was not something that I prepared for when I was in cosmetology school when I was 19. So my plan has always been to focus on the science. If you hear where I'm going and you understand what I'm trying to say as I'm talking, please drop a 3 when you understand where I'm going. So when I decided to step away from the hair industry because my biggest uh, fight as it pertains to what I had planned to do at 19, because my biggest opposition was Team Natural, I knew that it was not something I was going to be able to fight from the inside. Because from the inside of the hair industry, standing behind the chair, no matter what I said, I was always faced with, well, the only reason you saying this is because you losing money, right? Because women are starting to not come to a cosmetologist. They're starting to not come to licensed cosmetologists because of Team Natural. So you're just hating. So I said, okay, let's go to 8 Mile. Shit, I quit. I don't do hair anymore. I'm protecting my peace. And not only am I protecting my peace, I am also making it so that you can't even say that. You can no longer say that I'm only saying these things because of the fact that I do hair. Lord, my whole family just needs to come in here as I'm live. But hold on, y'all. Like I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with y'all. Like I know what my mission is. I set a plan in motion at 19. What do I look like letting a bunch of girls that want to play in hair and a bunch of boys that want to play in hair and a bunch of cosmetologists that can't stand 10 toes down? Why would I let them change my plan? I'm not doing that. So I stepped out of the hair industry and let me say this, it was the hardest thing that I've ever done. You know why? It wasn't just, oh, I love hair. That's a myth that people have in their head. Just like you get up to go to work every day, that was me getting up going to work. That was my job. That was how I ate. That was how I paid my bills. Like that's what it was. So I knew that leaving, I would lose that income. And I also knew that if I didn't do hair, my income would change on YouTube because I'm no longer posting hair videos. And then, right as I quit my job doing hair, the algorithm on YouTube popped up because the reason that I said I can walk away safely is because there was no algorithm. So it didn't matter what I posted, all over 100,000 of my subscribers saw it. But then once the algorithm came, they only saw it if I posted hair videos. So at any point, let me tell you something right now, at this very second, I can call this salon owner that loves me, that will host me at the drop of a hat. I could call her at this very second and say, "Hey, I wanna do hair at your shop. Do you have a spot?" She's like, "Oh my god, yes, girl, come honey." I could do hair at any second. I'm not being cocky, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that are in this live right now, if I said, "Hey, y'all, I got a pop-up and I'm doing hair for 2 weeks, y'all will be here." Or if I said, "Hey, I'm back behind the chair, here's my booking link," I would be booked again for like, it's a fact. I already did it. I did it for a second, like 6 hours. No openings in less than 6 hours. Deposits paid in full, like, so it has nothing to do with with money or anything like that, because I went at one point in my life, I was making, and this is before COVID happened. So people experiencing it now. You seeing people experiencing they view count go down now. Yeah, I dealt with this shit before COVID happened. I quit maybe like 4 or 5 months before COVID happened. And then as everybody's going through COVID, as everybody views are going up, mine are tanking and going down. I went from making $11,000 a month on YouTube to my lowest check on YouTube being like $500. Yeah. From $11,000 every 28 days to $500 every 28 days for like a year. Yeah. At any moment, I could have gotten up and went and did hair again, but I did not, because it's so much deeper than hair. It's so much deeper than hair for me. And I've been on a mission that I set in motion over a decade ago. I'm about to be 34 years old. This is a plan I had at 19. So if you understand where I'm coming from, how I got to the place that I am right now when I am no longer doing hair, give me a 3 before I keep going. Just give me a 3 real quick, a bunch of 3s in the chat real quick, because it's so imperative that you understand that even though you may see videos that look like what most of the rest of Team Natural looks like, that's not what it is over here. Some people may think that I'm being cocky for the next thing that I'm about to say, but when I first came into the hair industry at 19, I never used the Marcel iron and things like that, and when I first came in, older hairstylists were still using Marcel irons. Ceramic and titanium irons were new, right? We had just started replacing them. So I've always been one to go against the grain, always, always. But I've always done it in respect, right? So with older cosmetologists around me, I was never like, "Oh, the way that you do it is dumb. The way that you do it is dumb. Oh, this old and tired. The way that you do it is dumb." It would never be like that, ever. I introduced it gently, and I made sure that I never disrespected the people who laid the foundation before me, and this is why I had no respect for the Team Natural community, and I still don't, because the Team Natural community came in with 0 respect for the people who made it possible for them to even be able to have any type of rights in general, because we skip over a whole subsection of ancestors. It's like here in 2024, and then before there was electricity. But what about Madam C.J. Walker? What about the person who taught Madam C.J. Walker everything she knows? What about Annie Malone, aka Annie Turnbow? What about her? What about the people that came before her? Because see, when you know your history and when you know the story of Annie Turnbull and what's her name, Madam C.J. Walker, you understand the way that respect works. For example, Annie, Madam C.J. Walker did not invent the pressing comb. She did not. Annie Turnbull did. But see, Madam C.J. Walker was a student of Annie Turnbull. So when Madam C.J. Walker graduated and started doing stuff on her own, she saw the pressing comb and said, okay, I want to change it and make the teeth fit closer together. So listen to me. She respected the foundation that Annie Turnbull laid, but she just made a slight alteration and a slight change. She didn't change any of the science of hair. She didn't change the way that we understand that hair is straightened. She just said this would work better if the teeth of this person comb were closer together. So she got a new patent for a new design for a pressing comb, and that is the pressing comb that you now know as the pressing comb that Madam C.J. Walker created. But her foundation was laid by Annie Turnbull. The movie that they made about Madam C.J. Walker and Annie Turnbull was to create that light skin, dark skin division against Black women. It was some bullshit. And I've already had her great niece here on my channel before already. I put the video link in the description box because when I speak, I make sure that a foundation is already laid. So the only reason that I am speaking on Annie Turnbull and Annie Malone is because I've talked to her bloodline. I've talked to her family. I don't give suggestions or hacks. That's why if you watching my channel today, you can go back to a video that I posted 7 years ago. I'm saying the same thing word for word verbatim. And I don't care who comes up against me. I don't care what you see online. I don't care who say, oh, Cynn's a fraud. Tell them to find the hole or the slit in my shit. And then we can talk. Because that's what this is about. And I need y'all to see the mental manipulation because it's deeper than hair. If I have a group of people, right, that I want to keep down, I understand that this group of people is broken into sections. They have male and female. So if we go to the male perspective, I think as a people we know the way that males are separated. I think we know and understand the way that Black males are held down. I think we got that, right? I think we got that. But let's talk about Black women. How are Black women when I say held down, I do not mean as it pertains to somebody putting their foot on your neck because you are your biggest enemy. So again, how do I make this group of women, how do I pin them against each other? Well, let's see. They have a whole lot of differences. One of the differences, one of the things that set this group of people apart is they have so many variations within this one group. So if I can divide all of these variations against each other, I can make it so that this group is no longer powerful because a house divided against itself can never stand. If you have a foundation that has cracks in it, the house is going to be bullshit. That's how it's going to be. So if I can divide all of these subsections of this one group, if I can pin them all against each other, light skin against dark skin, thick against skinny, curly hair against straight hair, tight curls against looser curls. Oh my God, we could even make a bigger subsection, another subsection inside of this subsection and say we can give them all labels. 4B, 4C, 4D, 4D, because I know that they are addicted to it. When we were in class and or anytime you was watching any Black history film, anything, one thing that y'all always heard that everybody likes to repeat in movies, but we like to watch movies, but we don't collect shit from them. But one thing that we always like to talk about in movies is like, oh, they said that after slavery was over, they would have Black people in slavery for years and years and centuries and decades to come. And it would be nothing we could do about it. This is what I'm talking about. You are a slave to yourselves. You are a slave to each other. You are a slave to the hair industry. You are a slave to the food industry. You are a slave to the entertainment industry. All that has to happen is somebody that you put on a pedestal to come out and tell you to do something, and you're going to do it without thinking, without logic, without anything, because you got that same follow the leader, separation, slave mentality that they gave you centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries ago. Because it's even deeper than just black and white. It happened way before then, but you are so free that you have chosen your chains. And this is the thing, I don't care whose bald head son with a flexi rod set in their beard. I don't care whose Team Natural flexi riding daughter makes a video about me. I will not fold. I've been in this shit for the last 7, 8 years. Meanwhile, while all of the other cosmetologists was crying because Team Natural was taking their money, and they was losing clients because, and their clients canceling their appointments because they don't want to use heat. They were the ones that were like, okay, I'll do Team Natural too. Those the ones that's coming. And guess what? Somebody got to be the liar. Somebody has to be the liar. There can't be two truths. So either I'm telling the truth or they're telling the truth. But guess what? You know what it means if I'm telling the truth? Do you know what it means if I'm telling the truth? If I'm telling the truth, that means that every video that they've ever made, that you've ever watched, is bullshit. That's what it means. And it means that they either have to say, hey, I folded and I only made this type of content because of XYZ, but this is the new road for my channel. Or they got to say, she making it up. It's up to you to decide. The same way that most Black people refuse to read anything for themselves. For example, I grew up Christian, but when you read a book that was written 300,000 years before the Bible was written, you can't you can't unsee that. You can't unlearn these things. You can't. It breaks your heart. It's uncomfortable. It shakes you to your core because everything that you've ever loved, everything that you've ever known, everything that you've ever believed in was based around this foundation. And when it cracks, oh my fucking God. But been there, done that. Been there, done that from the inside out. There is nothing you can say, there is nothing you can do. Every person who's ever made a video saying anything about me, I can guarantee you I have never seen a video that they've ever made. You know why? I am so protected. Like, I have sat down so many times with my creator, with my spirit team, like, "Eh, why would you tell me to do this if I'm gonna get this type of opposition?" And I never fold. You know why? Because I'm giving confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that this is the path, this is the road that I take, and whoever comes up against me will be dealt with. I don't have to fight anybody. I don't have to defend myself against anything. I pray for and I feel sorry for, and I am in fear for the people who come up against me. And if you know, you know. If you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying. And if you don't, then you don't. But I need y'all to understand that when you come on my channel, you are not on a channel that is like Team Natural. I'm Team Natural versus this, me versus this creator. I don't give a damn about no other creator that y'all watching doing nothing. Because I'm not in a box. I cannot be isolated in a box. I'm not about to be pinned up against somebody who sits around looking at other people's content so they can have content. No, I have been on the same mission since 19. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments for a second. Mhm. They still making videos saying straight naturals is a trend rooted in anti-blackness. But this is the thing, and I'm not talking about you. As a people, we need to change our focus. I need you to understand as a people that you control the market. So guess what? If videos like that stop getting views, guess who's gonna stop fucking making them? The only reason that they're making the videos is because you're watching. If you divert your attention to something else, the videos will change. They'll change. But because you care about that, they're going to keep making it because it's all about emotion. It's all about pulling emotion out of you. And the more emotion I can pull out of you, the more things I can trigger. And the more things I can trigger, the more money I can make. Do you hear me? This don't got nothing to do with caring about how you feel. No, it gets money. Okay, Cat Williams, right? Cat Williams broke the fucking internet. You think it's a coincidence that less than a week later he got a tour? Do you know how long it takes to create a tour? Do you know how long it takes to set things in motion, to have a date set up, to have the venues booked? All of the different venues booked. This man is traveling the fucking country. You think they put that shit together in a week? They did not. He knew what he was doing. He went on the Shay Shay show, broke the fucking internet, went on tour and sold it out. But nobody paid attention to that. You know why? Because you're so caught up in the emotion. You're so caught up in the things that he said that you don't even see why he said it. That is the problem. All I have to do is target your emotion and I can get whatever I need out of you, good or bad. A lot of people that bought his tickets to his sold out show didn't agree with a lot of the stuff that he said, but they spent their money because all publicity is good publicity, negative and positive. What you mean? Not only did he blow up his career, but he blew up the careers of the people he was talking about because wasn't nobody thinking about them. But y'all don't see that because y'all are still in the same mental slavery that y'all was in when y'all ancestors was in slavery. And the only way the chains are broken is when you can see them. But if you're not man enough or woman enough to look at the chains, face them, have some accountability to break that shit down to see how you got there so you don't get there again, you will forever be in chains. Forever. Any turbo, baby. Any turbo. And I'll be honest and say that I had a minute where I had to take a step back for myself. It was so hard. It was so depressing. And I just remember like really doubting myself, like really being sad and depressed, so freaking depressed, like to lose everything just because you want to stick to facts, just because you want to put out the real science and you don't want to make up shit as you go. I remember I tried it out and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one of these twist out videos. Like, nigga, $11,000 a month to $500 a month. Like, watch out. Not 1,100, 11,000. 1 month was 13,000. Girl. So one day I was like, I'm gonna try this twist out stuff. And I did it, made the video. The video got like 500,000 views. Oh, okay. The video got like 500,000 views. But my hair was so damn broke off, I had to cut like 3, 4 inches of my hair off. And I was so mad at myself. And it was around the time, if you new to my channel, you didn't see this, but I didn't make videos for like 4 or 5 months at a time. And that's when my views really, that's when my money really tanked because before that, I was at like $1,000 a month. And then I didn't make videos after like 6 months because I was just so mad at myself for folding. I was so mad at myself. And I didn't make videos for like 6 months. And then that's when it went from $1,000 to like 500. And when I got to my bottom, that's when I decided like I don't have to do this shit. Like I'm about to recreate myself. And that's what I did. Recreated myself from the ground up. Like, okay, I'm about to study herbalism. I'm about to well, I was already studying herbalism, and I was like, I'm about to focus on trichology, and I'm gonna just put it out there, and whoever sees it, and whoever doesn't, doesn't. That's why all of the new people that are here on my channel, I swear to God, like any think of anything that you could think of. Oh, what do you think about apple cider vinegar? What do you think about rice water? What do you think about midnight clay? What do you think about monostat in the hair? Like, you name a team natural hack, type it in YouTube, and then put in Cyn Doll behind it, and I bet money it's already a video there for it. Because my spirit team was like, okay, this is what we're doing. You're gonna have to lay foundational work. What seems like 6 years to you is nothing but like a second to us. So lay the foundational work, and then when it's time, you'll know. It's time. What up? Like, I have so many videos. Like, I spent a year in mental turmoil, but in that mental turmoil, I said, okay, skin cell turnover cycle, video on that. The human hair growth cycle, video on that. Sebaceous gland, video on that. No matter what. So all through COVID, when everybody else views was going up and everybody money was long, I was at my bottom. One of the worst times of my life. The only time that was worse than that was when my father died. I lost everything. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Not only have I gained back what I lost, but I've doubled it up. Probably quadrupled it. So to be honest, let's be very clear. And I have a vlog that's coming really soon, and I'm gonna show y'all some receipts, some numbers, right? I'm gonna show y'all some not bank account statements, but I'm gonna give you all some receipts. The place that I am at right now, right, in life, I could possibly just say, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm just gonna focus on tea, but it's not about the money for me. It's not. Team Natural and all of this stuff, you had your time, right? For over 12 years. And cosmetologists had to take it on the head. A lot of us left the industry. A lot of cosmetologists have been doubting themselves and the things that they really know to be true in their minds. But guess what? The roles have reversed. You know, in those movies where they're like, Mortar, come back. And it'd be like round 1, 2, and 3. Maybe let's say they go like 4 rounds, and yeah, 4 rounds, and round 1, 2, and 3, somebody getting their ass whooped. Listen, round 1, 2, and 3, cosmetologists been getting their ass whooped in the industry. And everybody else been able to re-up, baby, re-up and get money. Yeah. Now it's round 4. Hmm? It's round 4. So if you don't like what you hear when I'm speaking, take into the account that licensed cosmetologists then went 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Y'all frauds. Y'all the ones breaking our hair off. Y'all trifling. It's y'all. The science don't matter. Cosmetology don't matter. This been going on for 12 years. I had somebody write me and say that they 25 years old. So all they know is the teen natural community. See and teach me. Listen, that's who I'm here for. But the ones who oppose me, oh, baby, what's the problem? You've had 3 rounds. 3. What you guys are going to notice in 2024 is licensed cosmetologists coming out of hiding and putting y'all up on game. TT Does It All is one of the dopest stylists out. She's starting new classes and teaching people like the inside scoop and the ins and out of like her weaving techniques and all of that. Like, listen, it's a rapperoonie. Cyn, I want to thank you for your passion. My hair is chemically unprocessed, and I've started implementing your methods. I'm still working on how to support my hair. Oh, I'm gonna have I'm not gonna do a full video on skin cell turnover. I'm going to do a slight video on skin cell turnover because I can't go too deep into it because you will get the full breakdown on the 7-day challenge, but I don't want to go too deep into it here. Like that Netflix series made money off colorism that wasn't even the nature of Madam. That's what I'm saying. That Netflix special made so much bread, but that wasn't even the true nature of their relationship. They wasn't in a battle between light skin and dark skin. It didn't have anything to do with that. And to me, the movie was so oh my God, I'm gonna do another video about it, and then I'll just add the video clips of her great niece, great niece. I'll just add those clips to the live. But y'all, like Annie Turnbull, oh my gosh, she was just magic. I have to do a video. There's no way that I could put everything. Mhm. Yeah, and that's what I want y'all to think about. As a Black woman, I don't care how you feel. I need you to understand that you have been pinned against your sister for the way that she decides to wear her hair. But then by the same token, you want to go outside without combing your hair and you want the world to accept you for the way that you look, but you can't accept your sister standing next to you who decides that she actually wants to comb her goddamn hair. But because she don't want to not comb her hair like you, she not Black. But when you go outside, you should be treated like everybody else is treated, even though you don't want to comb your hair. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You are. And I don't care who doesn't want to hear it. You know why? Black people have been able to walk for centuries, for decades. Every time you hit about 50 years old, you go put your head deep in a Bible and you get in church and you forget everything you've ever done. Well, this generation, it will not happen. We will remember everything. We have cameras, we will repost everything, and the things that we have access to from the past that nobody wants to have accountability for, we will show our children's generation what happened, and I will be accountable for the people who came before me who did not want to be accountable. Know that the next generation will not be handling the shit that we wasn't man and woman enough to do in this life. It will not happen. Hmm. Yeah. And then, oh, The Color Purple is a movie of our, like, no, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. And Oprah, really? We should be able to call a spade a spade. Why is it set up? The reason that Black people have been able to get away with the shit that they do is when they get Oprah's age, is to respect your elders. Fuck that. No, Oprah's a clown. And the majority of the shit that's going on, she could have stopped a long time ago. But we are not accountable and we do not hold our elders accountable. And that is the problem. I don't give a shit. Like my daddy told me when before I got married, my father sat me and my husband down and said, "This is your marriage." And he said, "I don't give a shit what I say." He was like, even if I one day overstep my bounds, put me in my place, check me. This is your marriage. It don't have nothing to do with me. And you don't respect elders just to respect elders. You respect elders that give you respect. I got an elder that's a crackhead. I'm not doing what he say. What are you talking about? I'm not taking his word as fact. He a crackhead. He been a crackhead his whole life. He a crackhead elder. He a 70-year-old crackhead. I'm supposed to respect him and everything that come out of his mouth is law because he's 70? No. You a 70-year-old crackhead. I respect older people who have been accountable, who have learned from their mistakes, or who have collected wisdom from their mistakes. Those are the older people that I respect. Mhm. The tour was already in progress. That's what I'm saying. The tour was, baby, you can't get no international fucking tour together in a week. Stop playing. Y'all have to stop being so easily manipulated. Soon as y'all see some drama, y'all hopping on it. Seeing, what do you think about? I don't think shit. I don't think shit. Seeing this YouTuber made a video, I don't give a fuck about what no YouTuber make about me. I don't. You know why? Because just like y'all told me they made a video, they can come on my channel. Every person that y'all have ever said has ever made a video about me, have y'all ever seen them in the comments of any of my shit? Ever? Ever. You never have, and you never will. Listen, I'm from the D. I eat that shit. Do you hear me? For breakfast. My husband be like, calm down. No, stop. I eat it for breakfast. Oh my God, please, please comment on some of my shit. But you know why it will never happen? Because they know that they cannot find holes or slits in my shit. And they don't know what type of reaction they're gonna get from me. And they understand that if they directly say something to me, I will directly pick apart every video that they have, and they will look like a fraud to their entire audience. That's why the Gina Curl lady didn't say shit else to me, no matter what video I made, because she knows what she said on that last 15-minute clip. And she knows that I got it in my pocket. And I've had it in my pocket for about 5 years now. Y'all see surface level stuff, but the veil is being removed. But yeah, let me know when y'all see some of the people that y'all talk about on my shit. What they do, they make videos, right? And then they send their followers over here to say stuff, and then I block them. But you've never seen them in my comments, ever. And I think one time one dude came in alive. No, 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 no. Like in my comments, like in here. Oh, and when I do, moderators take a screenshot when you see it. Oh God, because I don't want problems. But if you want problems, baby, I got a pocket full of problems. Huh? Yes. Yes. What would happen if Black women were no longer emotionally triggered by hair conversations? And the better question is, why is that a trigger for you? And this is what confuses me. You don't lose or gain any money. It's not your livelihood. The only people who should be frustrated or emotionally moved by hair are cosmetologists. Why? Because this is how I pay my rent. This is how I pay my light bill, my phone bill. This is how I take care of my kids. This is how I eat. The only people who should be angry, yelling, cussing are licensed cosmetologists. Why are we the only ones that are calm? Why is it all of the people who haven't went to school, who haven't spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on investing in an education? Why are they the ones upset? Hmm. Hmm. So interesting. There was a recent show on all of the comedians he talked about all together. Guess who was there? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. You know why? Because it was a money move for everybody involved, baby. For everybody involved. And guess whose money they were out to get? The people whose emotions they triggered. Yours. Ludacris got in the studio and made a mixtape. He made a freestyle. Ludacris ain't made no music since I was little. Oh no, the fight's out. I'm about to punch your lights out. Like, yeah. I want to thank you for speaking the truth. and for helping me with my hair care routine. It's my pleasure, my love. Oh God, if y'all don't research nobody else, please research this woman. She was amazing. Okay, actually, I'm about to look up her school right now while we hold on. Hold on, because y'all just have to see her school. Hold on. Oh my God, yeah, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. I am about to cry. I don't know why. Oh no, I'm gonna do this picture. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, hold on. Hold on. Oh, just look, y'all. Just look real quick. Hold on. This is why I get so angry when y'all with the Team Natural community. Look at this shit, man. This was a cosmetology school. Oh my God. This was a cosmetology school. Look on, like, you see where all of those flags are at the top? That was a fucking garden. She taught them everything. Everything. They didn't just learn hair, they learned science, they learned anatomy. Anatomy used to be a part of cosmetology, they took it out. She used to teach them science, anatomy, like they knew how to sew, they knew how to make their own capes, they knew how to make like, oh my, think of something like product formulation. They knew how they made hair products there. She taught them how to run their business. They knew how to do their taxes there. Look at this was, do you feel, give me a 3 if you feel the complexity of this woman. And for you, Team Natural community, to get out here and try to shame everything that this woman built, shame on you. This is a cosmetology school. You don't need a cosmetologist, so fuck her, huh? Shame on y'all. Most of y'all don't even know who this woman is. This is the school that Madam C.J. Walker went to. This is the school that Madam C.J. Walker learned everything that she knows in. And this woman right here, Annie Malone, Malone was her name when she got married. Her maiden name is Turnbow. Like, uh, uh, do you see this, man? Do you see this? Like, man, it's just like the fact that we have no respect, like no respect. Look at like what? Look at what? Look at this. There are universities this size. Are you serious? There are community colleges that are not even this big. This is what your ancestors have done. Are you serious? You don't need cosmetology school? Are you what? A slap in the face to this woman and what she's done. So for every, oh, you don't need cosmetology school. Oh, don't do this. Use this product instead. A slap in her face. Our ancestors, this is your ancestor. This is your ancestor. Her mother and father were fucking slaves. They ran away from slave. Well, no, they didn't run away from slavery. I think they got released. I put it in the video. Her parents were slaves. Her father died early. Her mother ended up raising her by herself. And she was obsessed with, listen to me, this woman was obsessed with chemistry. She was making her own products before she was doing hair because she was obsessed with science and chemistry. Then she went to school and started going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then she ended up in hair. Then she combined it. She put hair and everything she learned about chemical formulation together. But then she also was in love with herbalism. So then she put everything that she knew and everything she loved into the school. So in this school, they learned chemistry. They learned how to make products. They learned the anatomy of the human body. They learned herbalism to the point that her whole entire roof was a garden where they would go and learn about herbalism and how to do different extractions and make potions. And like the disrespect in your mouth to say that Black women, oh, our ancestors, they didn't have blow dryers. Are you serious right now? This woman built this school, maybe not brick by brick, but not only did she do this, she did this during a time where Black people were barely respected. And this Black woman was boss, big boss. You hear me? Big boss. No matter what the racist people around her wanted to say or do, they couldn't touch her because she was loaded. And you want to know what her demise was? Her divorce. hmm Her divorce was her demise. Yes, ma'am. Full story on a video that I had with her bloodline. So listen to me. I don't care what nobody on YouTube talking about. Oh, Cyn's a fraud. I have receipts. I'm showing you this. I was so passionate about her that I found her existing relatives that could tell me more about her. And you can follow her people because her people are still living. They're still doing things in the industry, right? All of that. This woman was boss. Like, what? What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So when you hear the irritation in my voice, when you hear like how I'm sounding irritated, this why. Because it's irritated that I even have to go back and forth about putting water in your hair, letting your hair air dry with all of that stuff when that's the excellence that we came from. With that big ass school that woman had, do you think she was training us to just put twists in your hair and walk outside with your hair wet? Do you think with all of that work that she did for that big old building that she would be in support of the lazy girl method? Yeah, yeah. hmm Just had a hair consultation the other day, 2 inches all around. Hair have to go because what I was doing, appointment is today. And I'm so proud of you for having accountability. Hair is not like your ovaries. It's going to grow back. It's going to grow back. Think about it. If you get a relaxer, right? You are getting a touch up every couple of months. That's all new hair. So if you don't see that length on the bottom, it is because your practices are causing your ends to break, so you're not retaining length. Everybody's hair grows. Thank you, babe. What's whose name? I follow TT on Snapchat. Follow TT everywhere. Follow TT everywhere. I love her. And she preggo, so just go binge watch all of her videos so her monetization go up so she can buy diapers. Why aren't cosmetologists coming out against the natural hair hacks? Love, we have been doing this. I'm not being rude to you. Girl, the team natural community has been going on for 12, 13 years. We are tired. I retired. I left the industry. They are tired. You want us to keep saying the same shit for 12 years? We've been speaking against them for 12 years. Every time we say something, we get attacked by y'all. And I have the videos to prove it. I told every time I spoke out against Team Natural Community, I was called bitches and hoes. Go type in Cyn Doll rice water and look at the comments. And then that answers your question. Because the reason that nobody's defending y'all is because when they defend y'all, no, listen, for somebody to defend y'all, they have to be attacked. So I have to decide that I'm strong enough to take punches that don't belong to me just for me to help you, and you not gonna want to fucking listen no way. I'm not talking to you, cussing at you. This has been going on for over a decade. Is 10 years. The Team Natural community been going on over 12 years. We've been what do you mean? Just go on my channel alone. Type in rice water Cyn Doll. That video is almost 5 years old. I'm probably one of the only ones left that still cares enough to say something. Everybody else been like, well, fuck them. Why would somebody like think if you have to defend somebody and the only way you can defend them is if you stand there and get punched in the face, are you gonna defend them? Are you gonna keep defending them for 12, 13 years? Y'all attack the people that protect you. So the people who protect you have said, fuck y'all, I'm doing something else. And I'm sorry if that sounds like too much, but that's what it is. What? We've been speaking against it for over a decade. And we get called haters. We get called people who are spreading misinformation. What? Why haven't we been speaking out about it? What? What? Baby, listen. That's same with the book and listen, like and you're right. It's the same with the book and the movie Roots. Remember the story about Harriet Tubman, how Harriet Tubman had to leave most of the slaves because they were like, we not slaves. Y'all got the same mentality. We're not slaves. Master treat us good. Master give us meals a day. This how it's supposed to be for Black people. Y'all sound listen, when cosmetologists came and said, hey, don't do that to your hair. No, we're not supposed to comb our hair. God meant for our hair to break. God meant for Black people to have curly hair and for us to have single strand knots. And other people use combs and brushes, but Black people, we the only ones, we use our fingers because Master said that the combs is bad. Y'all sound the same way. Y'all are modern slaves. And this is the thing. I agree with you, right? When you go down to the mitochondrial DNA and all of that, then yes, everybody stems from a Black woman. But Black women are also some of the ugliest women on this planet as well. So you cannot take one side of the spectrum and ignore the other side because that is where the imbalance happens. Inside and out, Black women can be some of the ugliest people on this planet. So to make a blanket statement and say that is not okay. You know why? Black people sold Black people into slavery. Hmm? Black people bought Black people as slaves. Did you know that the first slave master was Black? Did you know that? Most of us didn't, but it's true. Black people were not the first people in slavery. Irish people were. But they were so hardcore and you couldn't pin them against each other. So they got in groups and they rose up so tough that the colonizers was like, hey, we got to sell them and we got to break them up and split them up and put them on different places. of the world because they're gonna rise up against us because they have unity, but we didn't, and that's why we're still pinned against each other today. That's why a white man can still use somebody like Oprah to push us back. Hmm, y'all better open your eyes, cause all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Some of the all of the hate, all of the bitches and hoes I've ever been called online have came from another Black woman, so I don't feed into that shit. I don't. And some of the most love and adoration that I've received have been from women outside of my race, so I don't subscribe to that in any way, shape, or form. Screenshotting, please. Please do. I wish I would have taken pics of my hair before and after I stopped using wax every day and walking outside of my house with damp hair. The blow drying alone saved my hair along with washing every week. And guess what? That is what our actual ancestors taught us. While Team Natural want to randomly skip over whole fucking decades and centuries, this is what our ancestors actually taught us. That's what we actually learned with her. She wasn't teaching, oh, put products in your hair and then go outside. Oh, really? Yeah. She definitely did teach us wash and go nothing. Really? You think she had that big ass school teaching y'all to put products in y'all hair and walk outside? We let's focus on our ancestors before blow dryers, before electricity. So Black people are going to be the only group on the planet who doesn't progress with their race. We're going to skip over Annie Turnbull and Madam C.J. Walker and every other thing that they developed, and we're going to go to before when she was growing up, when what y'all want to go back to twist outs and stuff. That's the shit they was doing when Annie Turnbull was a little girl practicing chemistry in her room. What a slap in the face. But then y'all go and be like, oh, in ancient Indian history, and Ayurvedic herbs and Ayurvedic is like, so you gonna focus on everybody else's ancestors but yours? Your ancestors are the ones that you shame. You shame your ancestors, but you gonna focus on everybody else's. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. I get it. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. I come from My grandfather died when my mom was like 12 or 13, and my grandmother had 6 kids by herself. And my whole life, what I remember is my grandma having an immaculate house, right? And my grandmother worked at the Marriott Casino in Detroit, Michigan, and she had a car. She had a red Jeep that she never drove. She would leave it parked in the driveway because she enjoyed getting dressed, walking to the bus stop, taking her bus downtown to the Marriott Hotel, and working in housekeeping. And she did that until she didn't want to do it no more because my grandma a hustler. I don't come from bum women. I don't. I don't come from women who sit around waiting for people to do stuff for them. I don't come from women who sit around waiting for a man to do anything for them. I don't come from that. I come from women who's like, oh, this is what we face with. All right, I got it. No problem. I got it. What you need? All right, I got it. No problem. That's where I come from. I don't come from that. And for that reason, I don't have no respect for it. Mhm. There's some people who told us to follow COVID-19 vaccines because of the science, they affect science when it comes to natural hair hats. But this is the thing. Actual, if you follow the science, right? Actual scientists were saying don't take the vaccine. But people didn't actually follow the science. People followed what they saw on social media. The science said, "Don't take it." Scientists and nurses everywhere were losing their jobs because they were saying, "Don't take it. It's not enough research." So, again, we're easily manipulated. Just like nowadays, a lot of Black women. Mhm, mhm, yep. Yeah, it's foolish to think that we didn't have blow dryers 100, even 200 years ago. That's what I'm like. They built the pyramids, and we still can't figure them out. But you think we didn't have blow dryers? Really? Ugh. And I think the thing that's irritating about it is these are the most. She's a liar. She doesn't know. She doesn't. It's like they want you blind. I'm not telling y'all to go buy nothing. I'm telling you to to buy less stuff. I'm saying stop giving them all of your power and stop washing your hair for 3, 4 days. Do it in 15 minutes. And I'm the enemy. Y'all need to focus, pay attention. I'll never make a video like, no, look at them versus me. Because guess what? Y'all are finding the science for yourself because this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, hey, I'm not saying that the people y'all listening to are wrong. Don't throw none of the shit that they done told you to buy away. Keep it. Put it in a basket somewhere. But give me a month. Not even a month. Give me 2 weeks. Try for 2 weeks. Try it my way. For 2 weeks. Don't wet your hair. For 2 weeks, just nothing but leave in, like shampoo, conditioner, leave in, blow dry, style it however you're gonna style it, and don't touch your hair again until your next wash day. Do that for 2 weeks and then let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Mhm. It's my pleasure. I can't fold. I never fold. That's why I be saying I'm from the D, not like to make anybody like, oh, be scared of Sin because she's from Detroit. Ooh, they get money and they ride on those things over there. Ooh. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that so you can understand, like, this little YouTube shit don't scare me. Yeah, like, what? He made a video about you. Like, do you know how funny it is to see a grown ass man with a bald head and a fucking flexi rod set in his beard talking shit in his spare time about me? Like, this is the same dude that I saw during COVID with a tutu on and roller skates rolling around his basement. Like, nigga, if that's who y'all listen to, then listen to him. I don't care. You a weirdo yourself. It's called TT Does It All. I'm gonna go to her stuff in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Just don't let me forget. Just type in TT Does It All. Literally just two T's. TT Does It All. Type that in. They most def been speaking out about it. About what? I'm late. What's phase 2? You gotta watch from the beginning. Yep, and some of the richest slave owners were black. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop playing with me. Some of the richest slave owners were black, and the very first fucking slave owner was a black man. What are y'all talking about? But y'all don't even, because y'all don't read shit. Y'all don't read nothing, and y'all believe everything that y'all see, and everything that allows you to be the number one victim, that's what you gonna walk with. Like, I'm victim number one. Yes, black people were slaves. Shut up. The first slave owner was a black man. Shut up. And he had black slaves. Shut up. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Watch out. Hmm. Somebody knows their history. Somebody knows that's why that Black Lives Matter, all that stuff, beat it. I'm from the D. Black lives do not matter to all black lives. Beat it. Beat it. Know your history. Thank you, April Dawn. Somebody takes looks for things that are in books. Hmm. Hmm. But again, a house divided amongst itself can never stand. The first slave owners were Black Europeans. That's why Black people ended up with the shortest end of the stick, because they're the ones who fucking started it. However you started is how it ends. The people who started it are in shackles the most. Stop playing with me. Man, y'all better watch out. And this is the thing. Because spiritually people be in different places. I believe in reincarnation. So I think it's dumb to be like, oh, Black people, because I could have been a white lady before, or I could have been an Asian lady before, or I could be a white lady next, or a caterpillar. I don't know. Like, so don't get me wrong though. Like, out of all of the, if I had a selection, now I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you now. If creator comes and says, hey, you got a selection in every life, oh, I'm gonna be Black on black, just like this. Ooh, just like this. Short, stacked, my waist kind of small, like Coke bottle for, ooh, yeah, my skin all caramely and stuff. Ooh, yeah. So I love being a Black woman. Don't get it twitty. Don't get it twitty. Huh? Don't get it twitty. I'm just saying. Yes. Can you say that? She said our ancestors fought for us to have a future filled with ease and convenience. Why are we so pressed to go back to the Stone Age? You know why? Because the people who are trying to teach haven't gathered enough fucking information to go past that. Because guess what? Our ancestors that left us information, you have to actually pick up a book to see the crumbs that they left. Because the science that these clowns that are on YouTube that are saying I'm lying, the science that they saying I'm making up is the same science that our ancestors taught. Yeah, let's get into it. Have y'all seen Hidden Figures? The majority of the stuff that they're doing in NASA was developed, most of those codes were developed by Black women. And do you think those Black women was doing wash and goes? No, they were not. They were doing roller sets. So were the same women who made up most of the coding that NASA is still following today, were they not proud to be Black women? Yeah. It sounds real stupid when you hear it out loud back to yourself, don't it? I know. It's been sounding stupid like that to me the whole time. I'm trying, baby. I'll make you a moderator, April Dawn. I'm gonna remember your name. I like you. Hmm. My father is Senegalese mixed with Nigerian, and he told me the Wolf Kings was the West Africans gave some of their. Listen, listen. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. That part, my grandma retired from the University of Indiana as an executive administrative assistant, and she used listen, girl, she used to clean chitlins for her uncle's restaurants and be the bookkeeper. Like, what? 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 Repeat what book? And this is the thing. Even though I know y'all go over there and defend me, I really want y'all not even to absorb that energy. Like, a person who sits around all day looking at other people's shit and things that other people create just to pick them apart without giving you any knowledge of their own. When I come here on YouTube and I share documentation with y'all, it's shit that I've typed up, research that I've done and put out. I'm not sitting on live like, look at him and look at what he's talking about. I can defend myself without looking at a person's video and using their video as a reference. Like, stop even giving that shit your attention. I mean, unless you want to laugh, I guess. Well, maybe whatever. A man in a flexi rod beard is entertaining. I am God's gift. Ooh, what's up, boo? Oh my God, exactly. Want to be victim number one. Listen, listen. Proud victims. We're ancestors of slaves. Look at us. It's like, shut your face. It infuriates me. You know why? I do not have a single silver spoon in my mouth. My father dropped dead 10 years ago. All of the weight and the baggage that he left behind was on my back. Nothing can stop me. Do you understand? Like, lost everything, everything, car repossessed, everything, got it all back, double, triple. There's nothing can stop me. Do you understand? So to hear another Black woman, oh, I'm Black, and this is why y'all shut your face. You see something in your mind, you put the pieces together and make them hit, and you will see everything that you see in your mind, you can manifest in front of your face. I am telling you what I know. I wrote down Simple Apothecary like a story, like a movie in a journal. And right now I have it. $10,000 a month. I have it right now, word for word, verbatim, to the point. I'm like, shit, I want to create something else. And I'm not saying this to brag and boast. I'm saying this because I want all of that. Oh, we're victims. You are not a victim of shit. You're a victim of yourself. And if Black women stop fucking arguing about hair products and what hair products do you use? And I'm not supposed to use combs. I'm not you supposed to use brushes. You sound ignorant and you keep yourself in chains. And I'm not entertaining any woman like that. I'm not, because you are slowing me down. You are slowing us down, and I'm blocking you from my channel. I am not entertaining it. I've been doing it for over a decade. Somebody asked why cosmetologists are no longer talking about it. It's because they're tired. So I'm not going to allow this to cause me to step back again. I'm just blocking you. I'm not sharing or aligning with or vibrating on the same level of alignment with women who think like that. I am just not find your tribe. This is not it. I'm not biting my tongue. I'm not holding my words back. I'm going to be who I am authentically. And if it's too much for you to swallow, then try another drink, try another flavor. This just ain't your tribe, and that's all right. Love, I know that we're not that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that, and we're not about to have a slavery argument. We know that not all of our ancestors were slaves. This world is big. We haven't even discovered half of the planet. We know that. That's not what we're talking about. And we're not doing that going back and forth. All of our ancestors weren't slaves, and we were like, hey, it's over. At one point in time, every slavery was started by Black people. At one point in time, every race on this planet has been enslaved. Every race, every race. But not all people of every race were slaves, obviously. Come on. Like, I'm not, no, we're not doing that. I get what you mean when you say I'm from the D. I've been saying I'm from Minnesota lately. When I be too cool-ish. Yes, us Midwest chicks are taught. Listen, we are a tough breed, my man and grandma. Listen, it's just different over here. It's just different over here. When I get upset about somebody saying making a comment, it's not like upset, like, oh my God, they hurt my feelings. It's like where I'm from, you don't talk to people a certain way. And when you do, certain things happen. So it's a natural response for me to want to put my hands on somebody when they disrespect me. Am I saying that that's okay? No, I'm not, but I'm just being real and authentic. That's what it is. Yeah. No, 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 no. I'm not pissed off. You will just have to start the live from the beginning. I just feel like at this point, give me a 2 in the chat real quick if you understand where I am coming from. 100%. Please. Is there anything I could do to my hair to repair the damage done by hard water? No, 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 no. You're not out of line, but I just need to know. Oh, excuse me. Burping. I just need to know more about you to answer that. Because I have hard water out here too. But I would say just get some Olaplex. Get Olaplex 0 and Olaplex 3, and then get Olaplex 4, which is their shampoo, and then get Olaplex 8, which is their deep conditioning treatment, and get a water filter for your shower. You can get a water filter off Amazon because I live in Vegas and it's super hard water here, like super hard water, like gross. Like when I was living in Mountains Edge by the mountains, like if like after like 2 days, it would be like this red, not dirt ring. I don't even know how to describe it, like this hard water stain in the toilet. Like making it look like our toilet was dusty when it wasn't. So I would be washing the toilet every day. So just make sure you have a water softener. I hear you, but you are a wonderful, caring person. And listen, listen, listen. Even though it's intense for some people, baby, this is love. Like love comes in a lot of different forms. And I think most people are confused on what love is. They think love is like, oh my God, my sweet baby. You're so cute. You're so sweet. Sometimes that's hate to me. That's not love. If you doing something detrimental to you, but I'm making you feel good and telling you you beautiful and stuff just because it's gonna make you feel good, that's not love. I don't think that's love. Love is telling you, no, that's dumb, stop it. Even though I know that I could possibly lose you forever, but I love you so much that I'm okay with me not having you as long as you don't get hurt like that. That's love to me. I don't view love the way other people view love. That's just not a thing. Like me and my husband, when I look crazy or if I'm doing something crazy, it don't matter how I feel. My husband loves me so much that he's not gonna have nobody else chin check me. I remember it was one video that I didn't rub my makeup in all the way and you could see it and I put a filter over it. I was trying to edit a filter out over the video, and he was like, "Babe, no, that looked crazy." Even though he knew I was gonna be pissed because I got to record the video all over again. He like, "No, that's love. Love." If he would have just been like, "Oh yeah, babe, go ahead," and then saw it looking stupid, saw how I was looking, knowing that everybody who saw it was gonna call me. To me, that's not love. But for some people, that's what love is to them. A lot of people aren't solution based. They like the turmoil and complaining that's happening. That's what is all. The Team Natural community was built on complaining. The only reason we don't have a product. They don't make products for us. We don't have our own products. They don't make products for us. We don't have products that make us feel good. Nobody's paying attention to us. The entire Team Natural community was built on fucking complaining and turmoil and lack. That's what it was built on. Wrote down what I don't know. When y'all respond to stuff, y'all have to say, when you said blah 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 blah, what did you mean? Wrote what? You gonna have to say that because I'm not gonna remember y'all stuff when I come back up. Yeah. Oh, writing is. Listen, y'all think they call like everybody? Oh, witch this and witchcraft this. Writing spells. Why do you think they call it a spelling bee? Spelling class. Y'all listen. I'm not gonna go too deep on y'all because this ain't a spiritual channel, but yet. But the things that they do in this realm, they have to tell you about it first. Everything that's being done, you already know and you've agreed to it. You have to agree. You have to agree. Nothing works if you don't agree. You have to agree with me. You absolutely understand. Okay, thank you, babe. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah. I'm gonna be getting off in a minute. I really wanted to come live early today because we are going live tonight, but we may go live tonight because I'm doing other stuff. But just in case I don't go live tonight, I wanted to come live this morning. So that way y'all know the energy of the live when it does come, because I'm coming hard. I'm coming in hot. Hello from New York. Bing bong. Anytime somebody say New York, that's what I think in the back of my head. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Listen, listen. Look, when y'all understand that and really understand it, because we be reading scriptures and all of that, but you don't believe none of the stuff that you talking. You don't. But if you really believed it and you really did your research, and if you found the book that they stole it from, oh my God, if you found if you could find the text that's missing from the Bible, everything would make sense. All the pieces will connect. All the things that you've been confused about. We ain't even going there today. I'm still getting y'all used to not. Thank you, Cyn. I could see those red hard borderlines too. I rent my townhouse. Not sure if there's something on my own. Yeah, so just get the Olaplex stuff that I told you about, and then use um get a hard water softener. Just get a filter for your shower, because that's, like I said, that's what I do because we live in Vegas, so it's the same thing here. All right, so I think I got to the end of all of our questions or comments in the chat. So, with that being said, that's what I meant, and that's why I titled this phase 2, because phase 1 was me getting my cosmetology license, getting my degrees, getting my certifications, building a clientele up, being booked for 4 months in advance. That was freaking amazing. That was one of the first milestones that I had set for myself, that I be like being able to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That was another manifestation of mine. Making $10,000, over $10,000 a month on YouTube. That was another manifestation of mine that happened. But my next manifestation that I didn't really mentally, I don't think I understood what that was going to entail was to have everybody know my name like around the world, but not for like hair, right? For the science of the hair, for the science of the human body. And I didn't understand what I would have to lose to gain that. But I I get it now after experiencing it, and I've gained back all of those things that I've lost. And listen, there are two sides of me. I prefer that you get the sweet and loving and teaching side of me, but there's also a side of me that is very protective of what my ancestors already laid down. What I've already laid down and what I want the new generation to be able to come and reform. Because Team Natural is not a reformation of the things that our ancestors laid down. Team Natural is the destruction, the supposed destruction of what our ancestors laid down. Hmm. So what you want to go back to putting the blow dryers down and no heat and using your fingers and no combs and no brushes, to do that would be to say, let's dissolve everything that Madam C.J. Walker and Annie Turnbull and everybody in their generation and they came after and before us, fuck everything that they did. Let's go back and let's stick in this pain and in this suffering and in this lack. You will go there alone. You will go there by yourself, and it will no longer be the primary road that Black women will take. And I can guarantee you that. So I really hope that everybody is at a place where they are able to receive, right? I really hope that everybody is at a place where they can understand where I'm coming from. I hope that everybody can understand that I am not angry. I am not frustrated. I have no desire and I will not make any reaction videos to anybody talking about me. I don't care nothing about what anybody has to say because I eat what they have to say for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I am protected. I have very clear plan. If you are just now coming in, please rewind this to the very beginning so you can hear what I said. But I've had this plan since I was 19 years old. And there is nothing anyone that makes videos on YouTube for views or click can say or do to stop me. Nothing. So I really hope that everybody understands where I'm coming from. Yes, it's none of this is for the weak in any way, shape, or form. Pretty sure that's not what you were talking about. But listen, yeah, keep you, if you know, you know. Listen, listen, even your precious Martin Luther King Jr., Martin, read the book of Tobit. The book of Tobit was taken out by Martin Luther King. Every 20 years, the leaders, they all group together and they sit down with the Catholic Church and decide which books of the Bible need to stay, which ones need to go. Do your research. Your precious Martin Luther King took out some of the most powerful books of the Bible. There's a book in the Bible, you know how, oh, witchcraft, oh, this is witchcraft. There's a book in the Bible that was taken out in the book of Tobit. The whole book of Tobit, listen to me, the whole book of Tobit is about Tobit and his family and how how an angel, they call it an angel, but it's not an angel, how one of his spirit guides came and said, okay, y'all hungry, y'all need this. It's a whole story about him getting married and all of this stuff. You have to read it, the book of Tobit, read it. And it was this whole story about how his spirit guide came to him and was like, hey, use this herb, get this herb, press it together, do this, say this. The book of Tobit literally has what Christianity and what the world calls witchcraft, the book of Tobit has. a whole fucking spell that an angel, a spirit guy taught Tobit to do. He did it, and then he ended up being able to marry the woman. They ended up bringing a bunch of food. His family was done starving, and like, but when they met with the archdiocese, when Martin Luther King and the rest of them sat down and met with the archdiocese, he said, "No, this literally teaches them witchcraft. This literally teaches them how to use the elements to get what they want. Why would they need us?" So they took the book of Tobit out the Bible. Know your research, know your history. If you really love the word, if you really love the Bible like you say you do, go read the original text before they took it out. Because the remember when what's his name? Biden, remember when Biden got swollen in and that big ass Bible, that is the original Bible. But look at that big ass Bible that he had and look at the one that you got in your house and tell me if they look like they the same. Hell no, they don't. Your Bible missing a lot of shit. A lot of it. Hmm. Yeah, if you know, go do your own research. People often confuse passion for anger. That's because most people ain't passionate about nothing, so they don't know. The only person who knows the difference between passion and anger are people who have things that they are passionate about. But when you don't have nothing to focus on except for arguing about hair and shit online, then you don't know the difference between passion and anger because that's all you know is anger. Thank you, boo. I will. Thank you. We don't have time for drama. You're at the embodiment of just facts, ma'am. Like, listen, I don't want nothing else. Like, miss me with that. Oh, she's mad and she's angry, and you're soft as wet tissue. You're soft. So I'm not for you. So stay off my shit and make room for the people who are ready to invoke change. I don't want the sheep. Bah, I don't want y'all. I want the movers and the shakers. I don't want sheep. I can't do nothing with y'all. Sheep are why we're where we're at today. The sheep gather the other sheep up so y'all can be fattened up for slaughter or fattened up to be sheared over and over and over and over and over again. That's what sheep are for. Sheep have a shepherd. The YouTubers that create this bullshit content are the shepherds, and the sheep come in so they're sheared so that the shepherds can make money off of the wool that gets sheared off of the sheep, and then y'all go back over to y'all little corner so y'all shit can grow out again, and then they lead y'all back to get sheared again, and then y'all go back out. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah, there it is. There it is, baby. Listen, our spiritual conversations are going to happen naturally. I'm not going to plant anything in your head. So I've known what the name of the book is, but I need for the people who know to post it. And no, I'm here for the people who know. I'm here to remind you of who you are. I'm not here to teach you anything because you already know. And if you don't know, you need to open up some books to jog your memory. Yeah. Yeah, the Book of Thomas too. Listen, so y'all know. Oh, I'm talking to my people today. The Book of Enoch and the Book of Thomas and the Book of Tobit. These are three books that I need you to read. Hmm? I'm not bringing up nothing else that y'all don't bring up. Only reason I'm bringing up the Book of mm-hmm, yeah, yeah, baby. You think they was sacrificing animals because it was cute? That was witchcraft, my baby. Huh? They had the Salem witch trials and then they stole all they shit. Y'all better know y'all history. Y'all better know what it is. Yeah, it sure was. Yeah. This is who I'm here for. This is who I'm here for. But do you see how if we're focused on team natural shit, if you're focused on wearing your hair curly, how we can't have these conversations? This is where who I'm here for. But I need your blinders off. I need you not focused on hair products. I need you not focused on wash and goes and fucking twist outs. I need you not doing your hair for 8 hours. I do it for an hour and those other 7, spend it reading, spend it figuring out who you are and what your ancestors already did and the crumbs that they already left so you can start here. We are not starting from zero in 2024. We are not. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say this, but I couldn't. Have clear directions. Yeah, Dead Sea Scrolls is next. Just read it. And when you read it, I always pray before I read, like, I'm here to observe. I'm not taking anything in as fact. I am here to observe and I am here to piece things together. I'm here to find nuggets and I get a notebook out. I'm not there to be taught. I am there to collect information. Stop looking for a leader. Stop being a follower. You are the leader. Thank you, her. Mhm. You're helping so many of that I didn't find you when I transitioned from relax. But listen, let that be the last time you say that. Our words have power. You're not disappointed about anything. Your hair is not like your ovaries. The mistake that you made right now, you can fix it. So if you change your patterns, you're growing 1.5 inches every month. Give it to the end of the year. You are fine. You are fine. Your divinity is not in your fucking hair. It's not. It's not. That's a part of the brainwash. That's stupid. So, so if a woman has cancer and she gets all her hair shaved off, she's no longer powerful. She's no longer divine. I'm sorry. I haven't seen a woman more powerful than a woman who beats cancer and gets her breast removed. Are you fucking kidding me? Now her power's gone because her hair is gone. It's idiotic. It's stupid. I'm trying, boo. I'm trying. People always say that about me too. Oh my God, she's angry. Oh my God, calm down. I don't be angry at all. Is most definitely called passionate. Yeah, and let me say this, sis, because I can. Oh, you just. Oh, my eyes start tingling. First of all, I see you. I feel you. I'm here with you. I'm your sister. And it's something that I used to be dealing with a lot in myself. Like I used to be looking in the mirror like, damn, am I rough? And you know what movie helped me? It literally made I was bawling, crying. Woman King. And the part that got me, because I don't look at movies for like the storyline. Uh-uh. Yeah, I don't look at movies for their storyline. Like I'm getting stuff spiritually out of movies. So what I picked out of that one, there were different types of women, right? I'm leaving after this next part. So there were different types of women. You had the women who were fighting for the king. They were all of the king's wives. There was a whole bunch of them, the ones that share dudes. There were excuse me, women who were married, but they allowed their husband to do whatever the hell they wanted to do to the kids, everything. Women who would stand there while their husband sold their daughter to another man, like, and then you had the women who said, fuck all y'all can kiss my ass. I don't need none of that shit. I'm standing 10 toes down. The women that were passionate, just like the one girl who was basically the leading character, her father, and I don't think he was her biological father, but goes to sell her to the dude. The dude slaps her, like expecting her to submit, and she slaps his ass back. They said, "Oh no, we done with you. You too much. We sending you over there. You too much." And when I watched that movie, and of course you have to watch the movie to like really, really get deep into it. When I watched the movie and then when she went in there and then when in the movie when she got there, it was all of the women that they called too hardcore, too angry, too passionate. And they were all there and they found love in each other. They saw each other like, hey, sis, like I love you, you beautiful. Hey, calm down. I'm not saying put a cap on your fury. No, but we need to learn where to place it. Place it here, place it here, place it there. And the thing is this, even though people have a lot to say about women like me, a lot of shit that happens on this planet wouldn't happen without women like me. So if it wasn't for the passionate ones who are always angry, even and I'm not just talking about black women, it was not black women who really fought super duper hard for women's rights. Those were, well, y'all know the whole history of it, but the people who were on the front line of it, for the faces of it, for women's rights and for women to be able to vote, those were white women fighting to get from under their husbands' thumbs. So the thing is, there are different women in different categories. And at the end of the day, that's why I tell everybody to pick their tribe because I'm not going to be for everybody. I will be a lot for some people, and that's okay. That's all right. Uh huh. Yeah. But the reason they're able to do it is because they know we're not going to ask any questions. We don't ask any questions. We don't ask any questions. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. With before the word is the word and nothing but the word is the word. It's like the word is being compressed from like, and this isn't the exact number. I'm just so you can get a picture. The Bible had like 1,000 books. It has about 50 now. So from 1,000 books to 50, and you still take new books out every 25 years? Girl, when I took my dad's old Bible and bought a new Bible and saw that most of the pages were missing, it changed everything. My TT knows it all about. My TT knows all about the Book of Enoch, but it's super anti-witchcraft. Yeah. But the thing is, they had to call it witch because they didn't call it witchcraft. But they had to call it witchcraft and call it the devil so that the people that they took it from couldn't use their own weapons against them. They took people's weapons from them and they used those weapons. Like, y'all don't think that that's witchcraft that y'all set the fucking clock back? Y'all don't think that, like, we not even, girl, don't even get me started because we got to get off of here and that'll be a whole nother topic. Give me a 5 if y'all wanna have, like, a day that we have, like, a just a spiritual live where I don't talk about hair or nothing. Not from the bottom. Mhm. It's not what's on your heart or what's in it. I still haven't watched Woman King. Yeah, that was okay. Oh my God, April, please, 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 please watch it. Please. It's one part that has SA in it, and it is really hard to for me. That's a soft spot for me. It's never happened to me before, but it's a that part is in there, but once you get past that, you just it just for you being a headstrong woman, being the type of woman that you are, please watch it because you're gonna it's just it just makes me want to cry just thinking about it. Like when you see them together, like the way they prepare for war, it's just going because I know that you're the type of woman that I am, you're gonna feel it. I don't even know how to explain it. Just please watch it for me. Please. Please, please, please. But if again, because it has a small SA part in it that's it just is and it happens with the star of the film, but it's integral to her story on why she is the way that she is. But once you get past that, like if you are the type of woman that I am, if you are the type of woman that is like a super duper passionate woman, oh my God, like to me, it gives the perfect illustration of how we are not all the same. Like some Black women are passive, there are, but the women like me, there's nothing, it makes me emotional just talking about it. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to change nothing about yourself. You don't need to put no cap on yourself. If you too much for them, they just need to beef the fuck up. You just cut from a different cloth. And to me, when you watch this movie, like even women, even the type of Black women who always sleeping with other women's men, like the side chicks, they got an ancestry too. Oh my God. Like to me, every version of the Black woman is in that movie. Every fucking version. Ooh, listen, girl, listen. Hey, read the Bibles that they took out and you will know exactly who created the water, baby. Oh, it's something so powerful about learning the truth because the truth is not up for debate. If you find a book that was written 3,000 years before the Bible, how can we say that the Bible is not a copy? Jesus was not the first one to walk on water. They stole that story from the goddess Ashara. She walked on water with fishermen. Jesus did not walk on water first. They fucking stole that story. And her walking on water is in the tombs. You can still see it right now today. We want to know where Jesus was from the age 12 to 30. It's in the books that they took out. He was in India and he was in Egypt, learning the things that they call witchcraft. You better know your history because whoever wins the war is the one who writes history. And the Romans fucking won. So the Romans wrote what the version of history that they wanted you to have. But we're gonna end there on that, okay? So I am going to have we're gonna have a whole spiritual live because I can feel myself going on the deep end on the tangent, but I need to wrap up and I can see a lot of y'all saying 5. So we're gonna have a whole live about that. Actually, that may be what our live is about tonight. No, no, it's not. It's gonna be about something else. It's so exhausting to be a Black woman sometimes if you let it be, baby. If you let it be, I've just decided to block everybody. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But don't watch it then. I love you. 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 I hope you can feel it. I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you just made me emotional, beautiful. So it's a part you'll know when it's coming, right? So it's not gonna be through the whole movie. So you'll know when it's coming. Not trigger warning. Spoiler alert. It's gonna be where they like she's telling the story of, you'll know what I mean when you get there. She's telling the story like when she was captured. So fast forward past the part where she was captured and you'll be fine. And that doesn't even come into the end of the movie. It's literally like one small section. So like just fast forward past that part is literally like maybe like 2 minutes. It's fucking a lot, but you don't see. It's just yeah. I love you. I'm sorry. Yes, please. Yes, watch it, and then we're gonna meet back here at 6. Yeah, thank you. Like it's not graphic, right? The essay scene isn't graphic. Like you can it's not graphic. Like all you can really see is faces, but mentally you know what's happening. It's not graphic, but it's fuck, man. And it hurts just knowing that that's what they experience, but it's not. But it's things that you already know that happened to our ancestors. So it's not. Trust me, I don't watch movies that have essay in it, like spiritually, even though it hasn't happened to me. It like I'm teary eyed right now. It just ugh. So I wouldn't tell you to watch it if that was the gist of it. It's really not. The truth shall set you free every time. Yeah. Where do I find the books that were taken from the Bible? Check Amazon. I'll go deep into that later. I have Oh my God, I just got out of a relationship with a very masculine man that is not afraid to tap into his feminine side, but he could not take me. But and I'm not attacking, babe, but I've been married for 14 years with my husband for 15 years. And when we first got together, I had that type of mentality, and my father had to sit me down. Like, you have to learn how to stand in your femininity. You have to learn how to be able to put your foot down and be stern in your femininity. You cannot come at a man like a man, because I need you to understand, as a woman, there is nothing intimidating about you to a man. He's not scared of you. He can hold you down with one hand and take everything from you. There's nothing intimidating about you as a woman, but a man wants peace. And if you are not peace, then that is when there's a divide. You can stand your ground and be firm in who you are in your femininity without being masculine. That's something my mother taught me. The only reason my mother and father are not together is because my mother died. The way that I talk to y'all, I don't talk to my husband like that when I need something from him, when I'm hurt, I'm not like, listen, nigga, you no. I meet him with a extremely passionate femininity that he can do nothing with. I can't do shit with my husband's masculinity, and he can't do shit with my femininity when I stand in it. So that's something that we really, really have to learn as women. Like you don't, yes, 6 p.m. PST. Okay. I love y'all so much. Do me a favor, make sure y'all go ahead, watch the movie. Make sure y'all go ahead, watch the movie. If you are a woman who's strong-minded, if you feel like you the same type of woman I am, I want you to watch that movie real quick. And then we'll meet back here at 6 p.m. tonight. If it's not 6 p.m. tonight, it's because I got overwhelmed with work and shipping and my kids. And I promise you we will be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's why I gave y'all 2 hours this morning, just in case if I'm not able to do the live tonight, it can still get done. Okay. My dad told me the same thing as a teenager. Don't try to wear the pants in the relationship. Let the man be the man. Yes. My daddy taught me, like, if when me one time me and my husband was having an argument, And my dad ended up coming over because my dad and my husband had a really good relationship. My dad ended up coming over, and my dad was a relationship therapist. So the fuck, if we were having problems, daddy, and I thought my daddy was gonna be on my side because he was my dad. My dad said, Latrice, because that's my middle name. He didn't call me my first name, he called me my middle name. Latrice, come here. So we went in the room, and my dad was like, Cynthia, that is a man. And he was like, you cannot meet a man where on a level that a man is in. You can't do nothing with that. He said, you meet him with your femininity. My dad said, if you meet a man with masculinity, he's going to meet you with more masculinity. So if I'm irritated, if my husband does something that I don't like, let's say something as simple as like him not taking out the trash when I asked him to, if I come at him like a man and with masculinity and say, why you ain't take out the trash? You heard what I said, take out the trash. He's gonna be like, what? His masculinity is going to rise up in him and be like, I ain't take it out because I ain't want to. Da 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 da. Because I'm challenging him as a man. But if I stay in my femininity, and when I get up in the morning and my husband hasn't taken out the trash, and I say, babe, can I talk to you for a minute? He's gonna be like, yeah, what's wrong? Nothing, but last night I asked you to take out the trash and you still didn't take it out. And I don't know, it just makes me feel like you don't really listen to what I say. And I don't know, like it kind of hurt my feelings. He's gonna be like, whoa, because a man is a problem solver. He wants to figure out like what can he how can he put pieces together to make the thing run. What can he do to fix it? How can I fix it? The man is the fixer. So if he sees that my feelings are hurt because he didn't do something, and I'm not meeting him with masculinity, he doesn't know what to do with my femininity. So he just fixes the problem. He's not going to argue with me. He doesn't debate with me. He's just like, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm sorry." And then he gets the fucking trash up, he goes and he takes it outside. But if I meet him with, "You don't ever listen to me, and you don't take the trash out, and all I gotta do," he's gonna be like, "Man, because da 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 da," and then there's an argument. But if I meet him with my femininity, it balances it out because it's a positive, and a negative, even though the feminine side is the negative polarity, not negative as it pertains to being bad, but positive and negatives. The feminine energy is the negative aspect, the negative charge, and the masculinity is the positive charge. If there are two negative charges, we don't get anywhere. If there are two positive charges, we don't get anywhere. But if I have a positive charge and a negative charge and it's balanced, that is simplicity. That is God. That is an excellent relationship. The balance of the masculine and the feminine. But if you are so big into your masculinity that you can't master your femininity, then you won't be able to get any fucking where. That is what my generation needs to learn. But over the COVID, oh, I'm a boss bitch, all of that. Y'all been so focused on your masculinity that y'all don't even understand that feminine energy is more powerful than masculine energy. You can get more mastering your feminine than you can mastering your masculine because a man is more powerful than you physically. Most of them are. Hope that makes sense. No, no, no. I'm not talking. Listen, what I just talked about, that wasn't being toxic. That's not being toxic. Me saying, why didn't you take out the trash? That's not toxic. That's not having control over your feminine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that because if he was too nice and couldn't handle you, that means that you were not balanced all the way in your feminine energy because you should be able to teach masculine how to balance his feminine. Do you understand? But we'll because that's a whole nother ball game. I love you guys. I will see you tonight at 6 p.m. Um, I'll see y'all at 6 p.m. I've been single for a long time, so I'm sure help. That's what I'm saying, babe, and I could feel it. It's a different way. It's a different way. I'm from the D. I get it. I get it. The fuck? Like, I get it. But you gotta learn when to put the claws up, baby. The claws ain't for your man. The claws not for him. And even if you feel like he needs claws, you don't scratch like you scratch bitches. You don't treat your man like you treat bitches. No. You like, babe, I didn't really like it when you did that. I didn't really like that. But and of course he gotta be the right type of man. But that one that you talking about, oh, he was in his feminine, he couldn't handle me. No, you couldn't handle his masculinity or your feminine. All right? You don't know how. I got you. I got you. We're gonna have a spiritual talk. We're gonna have a talk coming really soon. We're gonna have a talk really soon because there's a balance, right? Being a powerful woman, you're not powerful because you got an attitude. You a powerful woman when you know how to go back and forth between both worlds. That's when you're powerful. When you know how to go from like the way that I be on here with y'all, like, what the fuck? Da, 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 da.